big arrests. Atlanta police believe they have just about shut down the so-called Black Mafia family. And as our Julia Harding reports, these suspects were hiding out in one of the city's most popular areas.
JoJo B.
We stacking it up, can you blame us? These niggas hating, here we go again. All of my killers is nameless. They won't hesitate to blow a clip. And all of my Dodgers fresh out the kennel. If you talking money, you better begin. We open the trap back up. You can smell it in the kitchen. Fuck a million, nigga, I need a billion. Keep smoking this dope, man, I got an addiction. Put all my niggas in position. Money loan, my whole team winning. I'm paranoid, cause niggas be snitching. I swear the same shit, put my daddy in prison.
Yes, sir, I'm a minor, sir. I have security guards. They left that in my bag, sir. I did not pack my bag.
Well, we can get that all straightened out.
Please.
On December 12, 2022, the Broward County Sheriff's Office would receive multiple notifications from TSA agents regarding multiple firearms being discovered in a bag during check-in process. Upon their arrival, authorities identified the lead actor, Demetrius Flenery, from 50 Cent's television series BMF as the individual attempting to transport the firearms in his travel bag.
Firearms, magazine, or possible seconds under that. You want me to bring it to the side?
No, you can leave it in there.
During the investigation process, TSA agents would also discover ammunition alongside an illegal substance residue located in a go-yard handbag.
Respond to the checkpoint reference to prohibited item firearms at lane number 2 Delta checkpoint. And advise the Delta unit. Because that looks like there's firearms in it.
Sir, listen, I swear to God, I'm not packing that bag. That's my little brother's bag. Sir, listen, I swear to God, sir.
I know, but
Sir,
unfortunately,
sir.
there's certain procedures we have to follow anytime something comes in that's prohibited, correct?
Right, so listen, sir.
You understand that, correct?
Can you please give
Do
me
you
a
have your
chance?
ID on you?
Sir, my ID's in my bag.
In the bag?
Yes, sir, listen, I'm a minor, sir. I have security guards. They left that in my bag, sir. I did not pack my bag.
Well, we can get that all straightened out after the fact, okay?
Thank you.
But until then, I have to put you in handcuffs until we figure this out.
Okay.
Okay, you understand that?
Can I call my mom or somebody? Please?
We'll do that after.
Okay.
All right, just turn around for me, be cooperative. Everything's on video and audio surveillance. Plus, I'm on body cam. You understand that?
Sure, yes, I understand.
Okay. This is just for your safety and everybody else around you because there's guns involved, okay, or possible guns. We have to confirm it. Okay, X-ray doesn't tell us 100%, okay? It just says there's a possibility, and that's what it appears to be. You understand? Do you have anything else on you at this point?
No, sir, I promise I don't.
Okay.
Just an actor, sir.
No, I understand.
Man.
Do you have a concealed weapons permit or anything like that?
No, I don't, sir. They left that in my bag. My little brother's he was outside waiting for me, sir. I promise you, sir, that's not mine.
Okay.
I have security guards, sir.
Okay.
See how much jewelry I have on me?
Listen, that's okay if you got that. The problem is bringing it into the checkpoint.
Sir, but I would
Just
never
have a seat
do
for
that.
me.
My mom's a flight attendant.
Just have a seat.
I would never do that, sir. I promise you, man. I went to private school. I'm a good kid, man.
I'm not saying you're bad. Have I mistreated you or anything?
Not at all. Not at all, sir. I'm just trying to tell you, sir.
But you understand the severity of what is occurring, right?
I would never do this. I fly every week.
Listen, if what you're telling me is true, we can work things out,
Yes, please.
okay?
Please, officer, please. I'm working.
But there's procedures we have to follow. It looks like possibly 2 guns, and he doesn't have a...
Listen, sir, I was going to tell you.
His ID and everything's supposedly in the bag.
Listen, sir, I want to tell you 1 second. I fly every week, sir. I have 2 security guards, and we are rushing to the airport. I have a premiere. I'm an actor. That's why I have a big chain. Me and 50 Cent have a TV show. Okay. Sir, this will ruin my life.
Do you have a concealed weapons permit?
No, sir, but I have
Sit
never...
tight. Don't say a word.
Okay. I would never bring this in the airport, sir. I promise you.
Are they traveling with you?
No, they're in the car, but I promise you they left
Okay,
in
is
my
there a
bag,
number
sir.
for them?
Yes, I have a number for them.
And is it a company that works for you? Like you hire? Or they're like personal
security guards. Sir.
Right, but do you
I have a phone.
hire them independently? You hire them through like an agency?
Independently.
Okay. What's your first name, sir?
God, Demetrius Flenery, Demetrius. I'm gonna miss my flight.
What time is your flight?
Your board's at 2 p.m.
Yeah, you're definitely not making it because it's almost 2 now.
Oh,
And what's your last name?
Oh my God. F-L-E-N-O-R-Y.
F-L-E-N
N-O-R-Y.
as in November? Or M as in Mike? Sorry, while you were talking, this was going in my ear. Like,
L-E-N-O-R-Y.
O-R-Y.
Oh my God, these people are going on. Please.
And what's your date of birth?
422.
Was it?
April 22nd, 2000.
Bravo 30.
Man.
Bravo 30, guys.
Man, I promise you, sir. Oh my God. I can't believe it, man.
Never mind, I thought you were calling.
So you have no idea, man.
And where you live, here or somewhere else?
Yes, I live here. I'm born
What's your
and
address
raised
here? Was that Hollywood?
Yes, sir. Hollywood, Florida.
What's the zip over there?
33019. Yes, sir. If you grab my phone, I can have the security guard tell you himself that he left them in there, sir. I was rushing to the airport. I promise you, sir.
What's the phone number to the
I
guy?
don't know. I have to get it from my phone. I don't know. My phone is right there by my bags, though, sir.
All right, we'll work that out then, okay?
Please work with me. sir.
What's his name?
Please.
What's just Omar?
Please.
R-I-G-H-T?
Yes, and Mandrell Rowe, the security guard.
And what's the other guy's name?
Mandrell, M-A-N-D-R-E-L-L.
M-A-N-D.
R-E-L-L.
Uh-huh. Roll. Okay. And those are your security?
Yes, those are my security.
And you know who packed your bag?
Yes. Which security packed my bag, sir? I would never do this, sir.
Is that something normal? Because, like, unfortunately, when you come, I know, but unfortunately, when you come through, one of the questions is, have you packed your own bag? Because you're responsible for anything in
I
it.
have clear. I have clear, sir. They never asked me that, but I have clear. They never asked me that.
Right, I'm just saying, but those are one of the standard ones when you book your ticket. It tells you make sure, because...
So listen, I'm an actor. I fly. That's why I was late here coming. My flight's boarding right now.
And you're flying with Delta today?
Yes, I fly with Delta. My mom works for Delta 30 years.
Which flight you going on? You know?
Delta,
to where?
FLL to DTW to Detroit. I have a premiere tomorrow. I'm an actor. My show is literally on Stars. Like if I go to jail, my career is ruined, sir.
So well, nobody says you're going to jail yet. Okay, we have to verify everything and check what's your status before we make that determination. Okay, but I'll tell you, normally our policy here is if you have a concealed weapons permit, you bring one in. Listen, it's an arrestable offense, but we don't physically arrest you, but we arrest you on paper, and you promise to go to court on it. If you don't have a concealed weapons, our general policy, everything is subject to, circumstances. So, but our general policy is that we have to physically arrest you and take you physically to jail and bond out if you don't have one. That's our normal process, okay? But it's our supervisor's call to, they have the capability of taking all the circumstances in place, and they can override that general policy and make exceptions to it. Okay? I don't know what's going to happen because I'm not the boss. You understand?
Can I talk to the boss, sir?
So we'll get to that once he's going to be on the way. Because anytime firearm comes, the supervisor has to show up.
So you have to. We're gonna clear his property once you guys take out the gun, but he also needs a patch on.
Okay.
Well, once we clear it,
Okay.
You know where your boarding pass and ID is?
It's in my bag.
In the bag?
Yes.
In the bag with the zipper on the top? The long
Small
bag?
bag.
Small bag.
My ID. My ID.
If I once I get his, you have his ID? I got name and date of birth. Okay, I'll run it like this if you want, but usually I wait for the ID and get it. It's not. It's just anything that's like computer based has to be out. Any electronics has to be outside, independent.
Good thing I ain't need to catch my flight.
You're not on the same flight?
Huh?
You guys are not on the same flight?
Same flight, but I'm just saying, like, I'm glad it ain't like.
Oh, you guys don't know each other? I thought you guys were.
Oh no, he's at the. I seen him on TV.
Oh, okay, I got you. So we don't have a back, unfortunately. That's TSA. That's not ours. Yes, that's their private screening if they had to search you. It's not ours. So what show are you on?
BMF. It's called BMF. 50 Cent. You know 50 Cent?
Yeah. I know 50. He has his own show?
It's my show.
Oh, it's your show.
It's my show.
Okay, he like supports it or sponsors it or something, or
Found out this
so
happened.
what does BMF stand for? I see it on your chain.
It stands for Black Mafia. It's like my dad had like this little crew. My dad was like, like the Black Pablo Escobar.
Right. Okay.
Back in the 80s, though. He went to jail and everything. 50 just made a show about him, and I got blessed to play him.
Okay. So you played your dad.
Playing my dad.
Okay.
You like The Sopranos, like 2 seasons long. We're on the 2nd season right now.
So how was that experience? You don't have to answer. I'm just asking out of
It's
curiosity.
amazing. I love it. That's why I take my career serious, man. Like I fly with security, but today they couldn't come because I had to hurry up. And make this
But
flight.
it looks like your security screwed up and they left stuff in your bag instead of taking it with them.
They did. They did, because we have a lot of firearms. So that was the 2 firearms. We have 4 firearms. They carry 2 apiece. So they left the 2 in my bag because they are in my condo last night. I told them to pack my bag. I don't know why they left it in there. So, and it was an honest mistake. Like, I don't even play like that, man. My mom's a flight attendant for Delta for 30 years.
She's based out of here or
Based out
Atlanta?
of New York.
Oh, New York?
She's born, raised here. Me and her have a condo in Miami. My premiere's tomorrow. Like,
But you'll make it tomorrow. And worst case is, I'll tell you, bond out, which usually takes six hours or so, and then you get out and you could make a late flight out. You know, that's the worst case scenario.
The address on your driver license, is that a good address, or have you...
I'm from Michigan. I'm from Michigan too. I just looked it up because I see your channel, like, oh, that's from that show, but I've never watched that show. It's a good one, huh?
Yeah.
I'm from Saginaw, 2 hours. Yeah.
All right, cousin. I love you, boy. You sure you don't need your phone call about it?
I'm gonna wait till they done. I don't want to disrespect them.
Okay. You know that the phone, your asshole, they look out for you.
He's not in charge, though, so it's not up to him, you know, so he's not in charge.
The sergeant hasn't showed up yet. Once he shows up, you can talk.
How you doing, brother?
And yourself?
Doing all right, doing all right.
No, he's not.
No. Just ran over here. Give me a second, get my breath.
Very good. Apparently, he's an actor with the show BMF. His security, armed security, apparently packed his bag for him. And apparently they left some guns and ammo in his bag in the rush to catch this flight.
Okay.
And he's claiming that his flight was booked by agents and the flight was full, so he's separated from his security right now. But he's saying he could call security, but he personally does not have a CCF. So that's where we're at right now. Were you on a flight or?
No, there's several down in the airport.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't even know. Everything changes here.
Hey, we're trying to make, get our word out. That way you guys know, you give us a call if you need a hand or need to go get lunch or coffee for you.
The officers who's handling the cases over there with the bag, with the firearms.
All black one?
No. The oldest looking car here.
Are y'all putting me in the old one?
Yeah, unfortunately my car broke down, so this is the one we got right now.
It's got more room than my car. So.
When, for us in Atlanta, at Hartsfield-Jackson Airport, right? And I've seen it happen to a lot of people. There's a dividing line, right? There's DeKalb County, and then there's Fulton County. And it runs right in the middle of the airport. If you go through the airport, it all depends on what county you're in, because you don't know where it is. It's invisible, right? One place, if something happens and they find something, you get a ticket and you go home.
Right.
The other side, and you still don't know where it is, you go to jail.
Right.
And nobody knows how that goes.
It's up to the discretion of the people, of the officer, whoever running the area.
Did you feel like you were singled out?
Yeah. I feel like I was singled out because it was a mistake.
Right.
My executive protection, me and him have the same bag. So we have the same Go-Yard bag. I bought him the same bag as mine. So we were going through.
Like as a gift?
Yeah, as a gift.
Okay.
It's my blood cousin. One of my executive protections is my blood cousin. So his birthday, I bought him a bag that looked like mine. when we be going through the airport, we moving fast. I grabbed his bag by mistake. The TSA told me as soon as you touch a bag and put it on the belt, it's your bag.
It's your bag.
You can't switch it around, go back, you know, and unfortunately, I don't have my license, my gun license, so they had to, you know, take me in custody. But once my cousin made the statement saying it was his weapon, he does have the license for it, it's in his name, it was a mistake, they let me go.
What's the deal, my people? Thank you for joining me in my channel, Panama's OG Truth. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me right now. And today, we're gonna be covering a young man by the name of Demetrius Flenery Jr. Yeah, man, Lil Meech. And look, this shit right here, man, it's funny, but at the same time, it's kind of disappointing, okay? And we all already know Lil Meech, 50 Cent, the whole thing, BMF. Look, when you have BMF tattooed on your neck and you rocking a big ass fucking chain with the BMF emblem on it, it's a lot that comes with that, okay? And I just want to get this understood. I know he's a young man, he's a youngster, his career is just starting out. I get it. But what a lot of people don't realize is before Lil Meech started acting, okay, he was trying to be a rapper. Right? And if you pay attention to the lyrics on his song Paranoid, you understand that this young man understands what snitching is all about. Okay? In other words, he knows it's a no-no. Okay? He knows that. And this is the problem that I have. And if you haven't seen that footage of him at the airport being arrested, being interrogated by the TSA agents, that shit right there is fucking. At first, it was kind of like shocking to me, but then I was like, damn, man, like, come on, man, like, you gotta do better than that shit, man. Your dad, Big Meech, he's in the penitentiary right now. You know what I mean? Cause somebody snitched on him. Your uncle, Southwest T, he did time cause somebody snitched on him. I mean, this is something that, like I said, man, you should already know you don't do this. Especially if you walking around with a big ass fucking BMF chain. If you have BMF tattooed on your neck, you should already know this. It comes with the territory. If you advertising BMF, you can't have no snitching going on. And that's exactly what Lil Meech is doing in the airport when he got caught with them guns. And I get it. I get it. It wasn't, you know, his bag. It was a security's bag. This shit happens. Okay? But it's up to you, Lil Meech, to make sure it doesn't happen. Okay? That being said, if you have security and they're having guns and they're going through the airport, you need to make sure that your security are the ones toting those boxes. And let me explain to y'all that don't know. When you're security and you having guns and you're trying to get them on a flight, on a plane, you pull up to the airport 30, 40 minutes before in a box, a lock box, and you tell the people at TSA, hey, I'm a security guard, I have a license to carry a firearm, my firearm is locked into this box, or my multiple firearms, however many guns you have, and they make you sign a form, a wager form, letting them know that you are understanding the rules and regulations about you carrying a firearm on this flight. They take your firearm and they secure it in a cargo area that's specially for people, security, that are carrying weapons on a flight. That's how it's done, okay? But, I really don't understand, how the fuck he mistaken the bag or the box for his bag, And if you watch this footage, this is a couple of months after it happened, and he's talking about he mistaken it, that he had bought the same bag for his cousin, and he mistaken it for his bag. Now, this is the problem that I have. If you rolling with hood security, you committing the same mistake a lot of these motherfuckers do, all right? Why the fuck you have hood security, all right? Hood security, they're not gonna fly. And when I say they're not gonna fly, they probably don't have the right credentials. They probably don't have the right paperwork to carry that firearm on a flight. So this is what brings us to where we are now. Get you some real security. Get you people that know what the fuck is going on, people that they know what they're doing. Because you're no longer Little Meech, Big Meech's little son. You're an actor, okay? You're an investment. You have a lot going for you. So you need to cross your X's and dot your I's and make sure you don't commit these stupid mistakes. Because they're waiting for you to fuck up. Like I said, you have a stigma. You have a bullseye on you. Your dad is who he is. All the notoriety, all the fame, could be positive, it could be negative. We all know who your dad is, what he did, okay? And when they ask you, what does the BMF stands for, and you say Black Mafia Family, that's a lot of weight right there. So you gotta be real careful how you move, Little Meech. I mean, this shit is wild as fuck, because as soon as they tell them, hey, bring your ass over here, what you got in this motherfucking bag? Oh, it's my little brothers. Like, what the fuck is that? Ain't you supposed to protect your little brother? I mean, I'm the youngest, all right? R.I.P. to my big brother. And, you know, me being the youngest, I still protected my big brother. And I was a little one. So I don't understand how the fuck you the older brother and you giving up your little brother like that. Like, as soon as they say something, oh, it's my little brother's bag. He's outside. He's outside waiting for me. What would have happened if they would have went out there and arrested your little brother because you over here saying that's your little brother's gun. That's your little brother's bag. What kind of shit is that? You got the money. You just say, hey, my bad. I ain't got nothing to say. My lawyer's gonna handle that. And you let your lawyers handle that shit. But you don't get on fucking, oh, it's my little brother's. What kind of shit is that? So, what I'm trying to tell y'all is, man, Little Meech, he's a bunch of, how could I say? He's a bunch of talk and no action, okay? You can't tell me that he's a civilian, because as a civilian, you don't say certain things, all right? He knows what the fuck is going on, and that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. A lot of people say, oh, well, he's a civilian, give him a pass. I get it. He ain't never put in no work. He ain't never been in the street selling no dope. I get it. He is riding his daddy's coattail, his daddy's reputation, and that's okay. Get your money, young man. But there's rules and regulations to this shit. And if your dad, which he's still incarcerated, free Big Meech, I just want to say that. You don't put yourself out there like that. You don't put your family's name out there like that. You don't put your brand out there like that. Because what you did right there and then, you watered down your brand. All right? And like I said, I don't know, you know, I haven't talked to his dad. You know, I don't know his dad, but I'm pretty sure his dad ain't proud of this shit. I mean, come on, man. Let's be for real, man. And he knows, like I said, about the snitching rules. He knows that you don't talk to no police. You don't give up no type of information. He is clearly aware of this. That's what I'm trying to let y'all know. That's what I'm trying to make y'all understand. He is. It's not like somebody that has never been around this. You got people that, you know, like I said, they don't know about those snitching rules. And I get it. It's an automatic instinct to defend yourself. But how far do you go with that? And what he did, like I said, man, that shit right there it's not too good. Like I said, how you gonna have BMF tattooed on your neck? Black Mafia Family. And as soon as the TSA agents approach you, oh, it wasn't mine, it's my little brother's. Get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. You know what time it is, man. And that shit ain't cool, man. So that lets me know right there that his heart pumps Kool-Aid. Like I said, you got the money. Hey, man, that shit ain't mine. That shit ain't got nothing to say. Handcuff me, take me to jail, do what the fuck you want to do. My lawyer put his gloves on and he'll handle that shit. That's what a G does. You don't say that was my little brothers. You don't say that was my cousin. Because then a couple of months later, he goes on a syndicated show. And he's talking about that was his cousins. He bought the same bag and it was mistaken, or it was a security. Whoever had the guns and whatever else was in there, you keep that shit to yourself. You don't say nothing. You don't throw nobody under the bus, especially if they're your people. Okay? And that's exactly what Little Meech did. So all that Black Mafia Family and all that shit he be screaming, that big ass chain, nigga, take that shit off. You hear me? Because at the end of the day, you show your true colors. I mean, come on, man. Like I said, I don't want to hear that he's a civilian. So if you got something to say to me, oh, he's a civilian, he ain't down with the street game and all that, fuck all that. He knows what the fuck is going on. A lot of people don't realize that before he was an actor, he was trying to rap. Lil Meech was trying to pursue a career in rapping. And if you listen to his lyrics, he's very well in touch with the no snitching. He's very well in touch with the street laws. And like I said, his dad, man, his dad is in prison because motherfuckers were talking. His dad's in prison because motherfuckers ratted him out. And what's the first thing Lil Meech does? He starts running his mouth. My little brothers. Nigga, protect your little brother. You don't throw your little brother under the bus. What about them folks who went out there and arrested him and everybody else that was with him? What about they would have went out there, oh, he's in a white car or he's in a black car, whatever. You putting them out there, man. You don't do that shit. You take your lick, you go to jail, your lawyers do what they gotta do, they bond you out of jail, and you live another day. You have your dignity, you have your respect, you have your word, you have your name. You don't go out there running your mouth like he did. And he panicked. I mean, I get it, he panicked. Okay? But you should already know by now what this game comes with. You should already know what to expect with this shit. Alright, it's your security. Your security need to do better. You hear me? Your team need to do better. How the fuck you mistaking that bag for your bag? Yeah, I get it. You bought the same one for your people or your cousin, whoever the fuck. I get all that shit. But your team need to do better and make sure that when you going through them airports checkpoints, the TSA agents are going through your shit, you have your bag. Alright? Your bag with your cologne, your condoms, whatever the fuck you roll with. But not guns, little homie. Not guns. Like I said, your security dropped the ball if that's the case. They need to go, like I said, 40 minutes, an hour before the flight and check that box in with them guns. There's proper procedures that comes with this shit. So it's like y'all moving sloppy, y'all moving amateurish. That ain't no professional type shit. That ain't no G shit. Straight up. So let's see what happens, man. Like I said, man, it don't look too good for Lil Meech. It don't look too good for the name BMF. It don't look too good for his dad. Like, come on, man. Like I said, I already know, man. His dad see that shit, man. He's like, man, I'll slap the shit out of you, Lil Meech. You should do better than that. Like I said, they're a brand. There's a lot of things that come with that name. Lil Meech. Big Meech being your father. Big Meech being the pioneer, being the G. And then all that shit about, you know, BMF, Black Mafia family. You telling the laws that my dad's like the Black Pablo Escobar. Man, what the fuck is that, man? You saying too much. If that's the way you feel, keep that shit to yourself. What? Is that supposed to make it any better? Are they supposed to cut you some slack? Because you're telling the people that your dad's like the Black Pablo Escobar? Nah, man. You don't brag about that shit. That shit. So it's very disappointing. Very disappointing. It kind of makes me look at the whole Lil Meech thing different. Like, I don't even want to call him Lil Meech. I mean, that name Meech, it carries a lot of weight. Okay? Let's just call him Demetrius. Fuck all that Lil Meech. Nigga, you ain't earned that name. Okay? And this shit right here shows it. Let this be a cautionary tale. Alright? If you want to get in the game, if you want to portray a certain thing, if you want to be gangster, there's rules and regulations that come with this shit. You hear me? And the people that do it and put it down for motherfuckers like you, you need to respect the game. Don't do no talking. Don't do no information giving. We don't do that shit. If you in that lifestyle, or if you portraying to be in that lifestyle, you don't talk to the authorities by any means. Especially if you have money, especially if you have attorneys, let your attorneys handle that shit. But you don't give no type of information. I mean, my little brother's bag, man, get the fuck out of here, man. Disappointing, man, like I said, man. And whoever tries to defend them and, oh, he's a civilian and all that, you don't know shit neither. Like I said, he might be a civilian. I understand that. But he's very well in tune with the street. He's very well in tune with how the game goes. He's very well in tune how his father got locked up. Like I said, motherfuckers running their mouth. They ratted him out. So, you know, I don't give him no free pass. I don't. I hold his ass accountable for that. keep your mouth shut. Straight up. I appreciate y'all joining me. Like I said, if you like what I said, hit that like. If you don't like what I said, I don't give a fuck. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe. Like that, when this heat drops, you already know what's coming, okay? If you have anybody, any figure, anybody that might be to you something, somebody that you want to know about, drop the name in my comments. I will do my part and I will put it out there. Like I said, man, this is something that I appreciate you giving me the platform. Don't hesitate. Get in my comments and let me know. I'll cover them. If I miss anything, if I didn't say the certain things that you wanted to hear, I apologize. Hit me in the next one. Much love, God bless. Panama's OG Truth.